Summary: African History / Heritage. K. Class 50. A reminder that we have a special project that is due 9 days after this class, the 15th class of African History / Heritage. We look at Queen Tiye. Queen Tiye was the daughter of Yuya and Tuyu. She became the royal wife of the Kemetic Nasut, or the Egyptian pharaoh known as Amenhotep III. She was the mother of the great Amenhotep IV, also known as Akhenaten, and she was also his ambassador and viceroy during the time of his reign. A blessed love. And blessed love to each and every one. We definitely give thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Of course, you know you are in the tiger's nest. The Honorable Priest Isaac here with you. Wonderful. It is a joy as always that you could come and sup with us. Just giving you a touch of summary there. That's a summary from our 15th African Heritage / History class. And of course, that was just a reminder to all the scholars of such a class, such a course, that you do have a project that is definitely due according to that summary there a moment ago. For of course, more information on how you could definitely sign up for the International Home School, which is not just your African heritage and history, but also astronomy. All the information is right here, priestisaac27@gmail.com. That's priestisaac27@gmail.com. Now, I really want to talk about what we will be speaking about on Monday evening on the Shock of the Hour radio program. For the Shock of the Hour radio program, we are going to be talking about the mystics of the Sabbath day. We're going to be talking about the whole science of the day of rest. Now, listen, this is very key. Of course, you will recall about 5 years or so ago, when we brought forward, I would say when we sort of resurrected the whole YouTube channel, we brought forward that video dealing with the science and the mystic of the Sabbath, where we highlighted without a doubt even our ancestor, Brother Lela Africa, who speaks in the African Holistic Health, who speaks about the Sabbath day. He did not really mention it as the Sabbath day, but he spoke about this seventh day, really the whole aspect of the yin and yang balance. I'm sure you could recall that. The holistic health, African holistic health, if I'm correct, it's page 74. Not in the revised version, but the original version. In fact, in the revised version, I think it's page 174. But he speaks of the whole balance of the days. Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. He considered these as somewhat rest days. Interestingly, as Bobo Shanti, these are our fasting days, the Monday, Wednesday, and the Friday. Then he speaks of the physical days, you know, being the Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Again, as Bobo Shanti, these are the physical days. And he considered those as, he balanced the left brain, pardon me, and the right brain. Left brain, right brain. Yin and yang. But then now he speaks of Saturday as being that perfect day, that perfect balanced day, when the portals are open. And this is our scholar, Dr. Lela Africa, not a Seventh-day Adventist preacher. We ain't talking about Christianity here. I don't know who brought that in the conversation. We're talking about science. So even this Monday, on the Shock of the Hour radio program, we'll be doing a whole program as it relates to the whole science of the Sabbath being kept by different animals. I'm talking about oxen, bees, beavers, different animals, different species of birds that literally keep the Sabbath day. And I know many would be saying, I don't know nothing about that. I never see that in my life. But we're going to share that on the Shock of the Hour, without a doubt. Those animals that literally, you know, coincide with the frequency of nature. And I must say, because a lot of the information, to be very honest, as it relates to the YouTube channel, you know, sometimes it's just a little thing you give to the people and they start to wave the flag and copyright and all sorts of things and want to lock you off for a month. And, you know, it's not all the time we're in the mood for that. So definitely, we definitely open the Shock of the Hour. All of those who are not subscribers to the Shock of the Hour, make sure you definitely subscribe to the Shock of the Hour to get more information as we go along. But let me give you a little highlight as it relates to the upcoming program.
In a remote area of Brazil, they say those bees will go into their hive on Friday night and stay there until Saturday night, and they don't come out.
You hear that? Listen to this.
In a remote area of Brazil, they say those bees will go into their hive on Friday night and stay there until Saturday night, and they don't come out of their hive. And so that's one example. There's the other example of, how many of you have heard of the Seventh-day Ox story?
Now this is a specific, he is an Adventist by the name of, I think it's Lauren Cole. And you could do your research as well, for sure. And he speaks about the whole aspect of this phenomenon as it relates, pardon me, to certain animals that he has been investigating and others. And he constantly see this pattern of these animals, as he said, the ox, the bees, going to rest on the Sabbath day, going in on the Friday evening and coming back out on the Saturday evening. Now listen to this one.
Another week of observation, and the beavers were out every day, busy as usual, Sunday through Friday at about the same time every day. And then came Saturday. And just like the first week, all was quiet again. This continued on week after week, month after month, summer and winter, with the same results.
Listen. 16 years. He's been getting to be kind of an expert on beaver behavior. 16 years. He's been getting to be kind of an expert on beaver behavior.
That's his daughter.
My dad has been watching these beavers for about 16 years. He's been getting to be kind of an expert on beaver behavior, at least with this family of beavers.
They seem like normal animals, except we've never once seen them out on Saturdays. Normal animals, except we've never once seen them out on Saturdays. They seem like normal animals, except we've never once seen them out on Saturdays.
Now, I must say that is very interesting. Bees, specific ox. Now, the beaver is doing the same thing. Now listen to this one.
A Sabbath for sapsuckers. Snipes, sparrows, siskins, storks, and swifts.
A Sabbath for sapsuckers.
A Sabbath for sapsuckers. Snipes, sparrows, siskins, storks, and swifts.
Sparrows.
Is Sabbath for the birds. It's next on today's Creation Moment.
Storks, sparrows, is Sabbath for the birds?
And now our Creation Moments host, Ian Taylor.
Let me give you a little of this.
Miles Willard is an avid birdwatcher and award-winning nature photographer and longtime friend of Creation Moments. Miles has given us hundreds of breathtaking nature photos, one of which accompanies the printed transcript of today's program at the Creation Moments website. The reason I'm telling you about him today is because of an unexpected discovery he made while looking out the window of his home in Michigan. Each fall, he meticulously tracks and logs the number of migrating warblers that stop by for a rest in the big cedar tree in his yard. After tracking the activity of over 1,500 warblers for 18 years, he was surprised to see a statistically significant dip in the number of birds stopping by that occurred on every 7th day.
Now, you see, you got to keep in mind, all the information that you're getting here is years of research. People are studying the beavers for 16 years. People studying the migration of the birds for 18 years. Bees, again, the ox and other animals, even down to flora. This is a serious thing, and coming out with the result that every Saturday, whether you pick it up or not, because you're so busy going to the market, you ain't gonna notice this. Every Saturday, you have animals that are reacting to exactly what our good ancestor, Dr. Lela Africa, said in his book. I'm talking about the African Holistic Health. Again, the 74th page, that the Saturday, Sataman, Amasagana, the Sabbath day, that 7th day is seen within the human structure as a perfect balance of the left brain and the right brain, not even to be compared to the rest day of Monday and Wednesday and Friday, but all of its own, where the portals are open, where the yin and yang is balanced. That is natural science from our ancestor that we praise and we love so much. In reality, he's showing you what has been hijacked by religion, considered the Sabbath day. But it is naturally embedded in nature and can be seen in the cosmos, can be seen in your anatomy and physiology, and can even be seen in flora and fauna, where the Sabbath day is being kept. But as I said, definitely you join us for the shock of the hour on Monday evening. Again, for those who are not members of the subscription team, as it relates to the shock of the hour, definitely, of course, all you have to do is contact us via email, priestisaac27@gmail.com. We give you more information on how you become a member of the Shock of the Hour subscription team, wherein you get the program each and every day. The program is brought forth and recorded every evening from Monday to Thursday. You definitely get the program the evening after it is recorded, or at least by the next morning. The Shock of the Hour is in your inbox. You will get it via the email, so that is why it's preferable that you email us to tell us, hey, Priest Isaac, I love the works, I would like to be a part of the Shock of the Hour subscription team, and definitely we'll complete all the details and make sure you'll be getting that program. And of course, keep in mind that when you subscribe for the Shock of the Hour, definitely a long-term subscriber, you definitely get all the products that we have available, even our new book, The Heavens Declare the Glory. I'm sure if you haven't received The Heavens Declare the Glory as yet, remember you're definitely getting 3 books, The Heavens Declare the Glory, along with the book Anu, Ancient and Modern, and The True Biblical Land of Israel. The 3 books definitely coming at a value of only $50. And we are giving you a month's worth of the Shock of the Hour with that, if that is your desire. So any which way you put it, you will win. I mean, definitely in this game here, as it is called. So, as I said, for those who are already subscribers and those who will be tuning in and those who will be getting the program itself, of course, we will be looking forward to going into this subject area in depth. Imagine that, animals keeping the Sabbaths, holding that reverence, as I said, connected to nature, and even because of certain levels of frequency and all the different things and chemicals that we put out there, well, not necessarily we, but you know who we're talking about for sure. Maybe even we would see and be more aware of that rest pattern by the animals if it wasn't us that has even, gone and destroyed nature and cut down forests and dried up streams and ponds and lakes and rivers, and have done so much damage to the ecosystem, both flora and fauna. Yeah, So as I said, Monday evening, looking forward to being a part of, you know, your company on the Shock of the Hour. And as we do say, even on the Shock of the Hour, you know, if you know your Bible and you do not know your history, the knowledge of your Bible will become a mystery. And of course, it takes some realize to realize the realize that are amongst us. Give thanks. Blessed love, Holy Emmanuel, I, Selassie, I, Jah, Rastafari, I. Give thanks. Summary. Astronomy K. Class 9. Planet Earth. This is the third planet from the Sun. It is the first planet from the Sun that has a moon. It is the only planet in the solar system that has one moon. The Earth is said to be the only planet in the solar system that has life, and the only planet wherein human beings and animals could inhabit. Planet Earth is over 70% water, and our unique atmosphere with the ozone layer at the ceiling protects us from the UV rays of the sun. Blessed love.